as you and Dave were talking, I tried not to interrupt you. So I was writing things down instead of interrupting. You said something, the two of you said a series of things about the angst. You know, David did a nice analogy about today and yesterday. I think that's very powerful.
Yeah.
The way he said, today we call it PTSD. Yesterday we called it cowards because we didn't understand it. I think there's gold in what he said, that we should take terms that we use today that we're worried about, witchcraft, alchemy, and then use the words that in 10 years will be accepted. Mm-hmm. And give them an anticipation that, you know, today you call them cowards. In 10 years you'll refer to them as mental injuries, PTSD. Mm-hmm. And I think we should build a table list for people to realize that. And I think that is a huge coaching moment. Because it situates them in, oh yeah, the old guys, they used to call those people cowards and they lined them up and shot them. I think there's unbelievable brilliance in that. The second, and it's all built around this word of unknown or comprehension, but we as humans, we are afraid of things we don't understand. And his words like alchemy and witchcraft, we would burn people at the stake that knew how to do something that no one else understood. We'd burn them at the stake because we were afraid of them. That observation is such a tremendous observation that, and while we're not going to burn them at the stake, what we're going to do in our organizations, we're going to demote them, we're going to fire them, we're going to run them out of our organization. That's wrong. In fact, in the Valley at Trilateral, we had one of the world's leading venture capitalists there. And you know what he said? I scour the world for weird people. And he said weird on purpose.
Yeah.
You're looking for weird people. Because we would, the equivalent of PTSD coward, today we would label someone as weird. It's because we don't understand what they're doing. Right? There's great merit to that. And then the second thing is we talked about angst and we talked about all the different motivations a person would have of why you should act, right? We should, just for the human condition, we should force ourselves to find 2 or 3 positive reasons. Because I'll tell you, the great leaders are the ones that lead from a positive stance, not a negative stance, right? Negative is very powerful, don't get me wrong. Negative is very powerful in democracies. Like, Donald Trump's a very good example of, hey, we've got to band together because the fucking Chinese are coming at us. You know, like, and he says it that way. Dictators use negative. Hitler will say, oh, the world's against us, therefore let's come together. Assad does the same thing. You know, like, dictators like to use an external threat to combine people together. I would hope that in our book about anticipating digital disruption, etc., that we seize the advantage. Remember how Dave was saying the initiative? Seize the initiative. Wouldn't you rather lead on your front foot than be on your back foot reacting? And I hope we bring that out, that in fact, let us seek the opportunity. And the key word here for me is opportunity. Seize the initiative, seize the advantage. Sheryl Sandberg calls it lean in, right? Do not be afraid. And the metaphor, of course, in skiing, anyone there's a limited audience that skis, but your first reaction when you're going down a really steep hill is to lean back. That's the worst thing you can do. Mm-hmm. You have to lean in.
Mm-hmm. You know? But you've just said something. Human nature does not lean in.
Correct.
Human nature is you fall back onto what you know, and you fall back into a defensive position.
Correct. Fight or flight, your first reaction is flight.
Right.
Absolutely. Because it's preservation.
Right. And what do real great leaders do? They seize opportunities and they lean into it. That's not normal behavior.
Yes.
But if you have anticipated an event,
right,
then you can build up the rationale as to why you lean in.
Exactly.
Many great generals, and you said this to me, a general